Hey, look, I have buttons now, and they're my own buttons.
Where'd you get that from?
He bought another pad.
Oh, you bought another pad?
Yeah,
Is everything else still in this, kind of in the same spot?
your stuff is all the same.
Our stuff ain't working.
Moist.
Oh no!
Yeah, our stuff ain't working. Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hey, we're ready to start.
He's over there
Oh, no.
He's over there like, I got a new pad. Listen to all these things I can do.
So Max can have an oh, no moment.
Ours is working. Everybody, let me bring up to speed. You're listening to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. That makes the other guy, Damon. Sometimes you'll hear voices of Mac and occasionally Jerry, but they're not really the show. It's us. It's Damon and Ted.
That's why they share a smoothie.
All of a sudden, our audio producer just walked in with a laptop, got a look at his face, and turned around and walked out. I don't know if this is recording or not. Damon, how was your week?
Yeah. Can we get a do-over? Can we get a mulligan?
Literally walked in and we kind of had that, look, and then turn around.
So I got to say something, and I'm just going to start with, here's the headline. This is my headline. I committed a kidnapping, okay? So.
Wait, committed so it's over with? Because otherwise I feel like we're part and parcel.
Yeah, no, I'm still, you're not an accomplice. You're not
ongoing.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay.
This isn't
we're
like
not an accomplice after the fact? Because I've watched, wait, can't even do it. Oh, there it is. It's back.
Okay.
I've watched that. I know how they get you.
I was gonna say it's not Savannah Smiles where I'm Bootsy and we have the little girl in the back seat.
I got really disappointed because the one time I actually wanted to shout out Law and Order, I'm like, I don't think the board works.
I don't think the board's there.
We had that later. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, so I committed a kidnapping. Essentially, Marissa had her last driver's ed last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, we were doing the trivia.
Right.
Okay. So by the way, we were killing. We were in first place till the last round. Then I had to stop, go get her. So I go over to get her, and one of the other kids, the dad, I told him, I said, look, if it's ever a problem, just message me. I'll pick him up. And I've given him a ride to or ride back, and he's given Marissa a ride home, so we're fine. And he messages me, and he goes, hey, are you cool picking up my son? And I said, I am. Are you cool with him hanging out with me in a bar while we do trivia? Right? And he goes, because he had to study, he had finals the next day. And he goes, he really needs to come home and study for this thing. I said, okay. I said, just so you know, I'll leave here. Like, I would pick them up at like 5 minutes to 9, 10 minutes to 9. And we generally leave the trivia by like 9:15, 9:20. You know what I mean? It's not much time. Yeah. So I said, hey, just so you know. And so he said, oh, okay. Okay. No, but he had already said, he said, no, we'll get him then. And he said, oh, okay. I thought the okay meant go get my kid when you get your daughter. Let me tell you what it didn't mean. Okay. It did not mean, please abduct my child from where I plan on picking him up. By the way, his mother's going to show up there in the van, but she's in pajamas, doesn't want to get out. So now she can't find her kid.
Oh, we call it the Tina.
Okay. Yep. There you go. Yeah. How are you dressed? I'm wearing a summer Tina.
Yeah, I'm wearing a summer Tina.
Summer Tina.
And I'm not wearing a supportive Tina. If you know what I mean.
Gotcha. Very unsupported summer Tina.
They'd be bouncing.
Yeah. Some are here, some are there. Here's where we're at. So what I laughed at is I get back. Now, I ordered his kid mac and cheese, man. I'm like, hey, we're
So
going.
not only did you steal the kid, you're like, hey, you want to?
Yeah. Hey,
put something in your
I'm
mouth?
going to feed you. I'm going to feed you.
I'm not telling you what's in it.
So I get him a Dr. Pepper. I get him a mac and cheese. Right, mac and cheese is coming. All of a sudden, okay. Now I thought it was kind of odd too, because I got there and I go, hey, miss. I go, we're getting Nate too, right? And she goes, no, I didn't know that. I said, yeah. I said, so make sure he knows. Well, I'm the one breaking news of this child. Yeah. I feel like that's probably where it went wrong.
Turns out you were the only one that knew.
Yeah, that's probably where I went wrong. Okay. So anyway, I grab them. We go back. They both passed their tests. They had to take their tests that night, so they're both excited. We go back. We're getting celebratory mac and cheese. Actually, what I'm getting now is kind of like a ransom, reverse ransom mac and cheese.
Well,
now it's hush money.
Yeah,
it's hash mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell anybody that I
you're
abducted
softening
you.
them up. You're trying to do Stockholm syndrome now.
Right.
I bought you mac and cheese. You remember? That's a nice thing I did.
So anyway, they come back. They text and Nicole goes, does your dad have Life 360 on your phone? Because we all have the Life 360.
Yeah.
And he goes, no. She goes, oh, then he has no idea you're sitting in this place. So I message back. I go, hey, was I supposed to get Nate? He goes, no, she's there now. And I'm like, well. And he goes, well, she'll just come over there and get him. I go, well. We are waiting on mac and cheese, right? Delicious mac and cheese. So anyway, I get his to go, right? And I walk him out to the van. He takes off. Anyway, I come back in and his dad messaged me. He goes, hey, just send me your Venmo or something so I can pay for the mac and cheese. I go, listen. it's the least I can do to keep you quiet on the abduction that just took place. Okay. I go, I think mac and cheese is a small price to pay to not do like 20 years and have a sign in my front yard for trick-or-treaters. Okay.
I also think that'd be fun for the waitress. Oh, can I make a change? I'm going to need that to go.
Yeah.
This isn't my child.
Yeah. This. You know what? He wasn't supposed to get in my car.
Yeah,
What happened? Well, I told my daughter, make sure that kid gets in my car, and he got in my car, but he's not supposed to get in my car.
We had a little boo-boo.
So
It's funny, though. I don't want to be that guy, but I have a similar story from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We made this, my parents said, we're going to pick you up after school, and then we're going to go somewhere. So I told school, my parents are going to pick me up here at school. What they meant was, we're going to pick you up like we do every day from the house that watches you when you get off the bus.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I bet you didn't make it to that house.
No, I didn't. I was still at school.
But now, here's where you're not at fault. That's back when a kid had to relay the message or bring a written note or this or that.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Well,
everybody knows where everybody's
that
at.
was the thing, because I didn't have a note.
Yeah.
But they still bought it.
But they still let you go.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but you know what? You
my parents were in the system.
Yeah, well,
Here's what I think.
I had a lot of pull too. Kids that behaved had a lot of pull.
But my parents
You're
worked for the school. We're
Correct.
not at that building. But here's what I would do. Hey, this kid doesn't have a note. The policy is we need a note. All it takes is beep, boop, boop. Hey, other school, can you get Mr. Wilson on the phone?
Yeah.
Is your kid an idiot?
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Oh,
Okay, we'll let
then,
him know.
Then we'll send him home. Okay.
Yeah. Cut to no one knows where I'm at. They're freaking out. It's before cell phones.
Oh, yeah. No.
They finally come get me. We're late to what we were supposed to
They
go.
were already putting you on a milk carton.
Yeah.
You were already being.
Well, we're late to where we're supposed to go. That was why they were picking me up, and I wasn't like.
Oh, so you really made him mad then.
Yeah.
Good
And
job.
and I didn't get mac and cheese.
You didn't get any mac and
Back
cheese.
when I could have had mac and cheese.
You should have mac and cheese. Yeah. You were not intolerant then, were you? Yeah. So, but
I was very accepting of mac and cheese.
but no, I really thought in the grand scheme of things, okay.
I get it. The okay is a very much, that's very, could go either way.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
really definitive.
No, but here's the deal. Apparently,
Yeah, we're only going to be out until this time. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, I guess it's okay. To
So
keep
I thought it
them
was
out.
okay.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. I'm actually answering questions. So my focus isn't really on the text. It's on I'm reading the board.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff, and I'm not really focused there.
Yeah.
And fast forward to, and then you know what Nicole tells me? Of course, she goes, "Oh, I totally understood that." I'm like, first I message back. I go, "I think the problem's with Nicole." That's what I put. It's a 3-way text between me, him, and her, because he didn't know who was there. So he
So
messaged
she
both.
claims that she understood the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yet watched you stand up
and abduct a child
and go get a child.
Yes. Yeah. I left for 1, came back with 2.
Okay.
Then
so,
ordered
so,
2 orders of mac and cheese.
That was I was going to correct it. She watched you get up. That's fine because you were going to get your own child.
When I
you
spent
came
money.
back
Oh, yeah.
with an extra child,
She let me spend money.
Said nothing.
Yeah.
Ordered food for this child. Said nothing. Finally, when it was all cleared up, oh yeah, I knew what they were talking about.
You know what?
I think this is a lie.
Can I say something about Ted?
Yeah.
You got to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You got to the bottom of this. Duke, you are totally at fault for this. I apologize.
She had
for you.
more
Yeah.
than one opportunity to
I'm
be
like,
like, I don't
right?
think this is right.
Right. Yeah. She literally could have pointed at the doll at any time and said,
Yeah.
don't touch him there.
Yeah, because
That's
she
how it
also
goes.
said that going to trivia every week was getting expensive. Well, she could have stopped at least one mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got
and a Dr. Pepper.
We didn't have a coupon.
No
So,
coupons.
no coupons. So anyway, yeah, I did abduct a child in the time we've been gone.
Yeah.
I did not go to jail or face any kind of sentencing because apparently one delicious plate of mac and cheese will offset that.
Takes the sign right out of your.
Now, listen, I'm not trying to put that on anybody else that wants to abduct children. Like, you shouldn't just go out and buy mac and
Now,
cheese.
at that bar, because we've been there, I know
Yeah.
it. I drive by it every day now.
Yeah.
They have a sign that you can put letters on. They should put on there, hey, mac and cheese will keep a sign out of your yard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Ask for details. And then
Yeah.
they have to go in and be like,
Details within.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is this about?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. If you
Here's where it is.
you kidnap a child, give the child back and give them mac and cheese on the way out.
Yeah.
You don't have to register as a sex offender.
If-
that doesn't fit on the sign.
Yeah.
So,
But it's implied.
but yeah.
Yeah. So in reality, what they can say is, look, there across the street next to the Dairy Queen, there's a room of like 35, 15-year-old kids. You can take any one of them home with you as long as you get some mac and cheese on the way and you tell them, shh, mac and cheese. You're all
Well,
good.
my wife's whatever. We'll just have her look to her left. Or right, depending on how she's parked.
Correct. Yeah.
See that building? We're in there.
We're in there and we are doing trivia. By the way,
and you come to the far side to get
Yeah.
inside.
and then I did talk smack. I go, your son did not help me at all with trivia. I don't even understand why I bought a mac and cheese. Okay.
He did not earn.
Yeah. I did tell Chuck that. I told him one night.
Oh,
Yeah. I had to tell him, oh, you got a story?
well, I have something for Chuck, but it's
Uh-oh.
in my car and I forgot it.
Oh, no.
'Cause
That's
I-
all right. We'll get it next time.
I was bringing. No, it's in. It's
Oh, it's in this car.
It's in the car that's downstairs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it's in your other car.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was in the other car, it's probably somewhere in Duluth by now.
I got you. Trading pants. But anyway.
I guess I should explain that.
Yeah.
My youngest is going away to camp this summer to be a counselor. Left today. Going to be out for the whole summer. So yesterday I get a text around noon. Hey, we decided to go out for one last dinner. Do you want to go out? No, I want to miss it.
Wait, she's gone for how long? Months?
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm busy for dinner.
Well, do you want to? The offer was, do you want to come home and we'll all meet and drive out there? Do you want to meet the thing? I'm like, yeah, I want to drive an hour home, then to drive 45 minutes. Basically in like half of a triangle. Like, no, I'll just go straight. But the worst problem is, like, for people that aren't around here, they won't know it. It's a terrible road. It's got stoplights every 3 inches.
Yeah.
It says I will be there at this time. I get a text.
Nope.
No, it says that. Hold
Okay.
on. It says that I will be there at this time, and it's been fluctuating. It's been going, green then yellow then red then green then yellow then red. I get a text. We will be there at this time. Those times match. I'm smart enough not to go. Ooh, same. I say nothing.
Oh yeah, radio silence.
Just to look up from the screen. I'm on my phone. I'm looking at the screen on the car, and I look up just to see a truck decide to jackknife because it's trying to turn from this major like Illinois route into like one of those fancy neighborhoods that
Checks out.
have the brick.
Oh yeah.
Have the brick wall and the
Had to cut her tight,
wraps around and it says yeah. And I see him jackknife. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Then I see just the pipes in the back pop up about 2.5 feet. Oh, he's curbed it.
Nice.
He has put this on the median.
Something's not moving.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm in the left lane, so about 15 cars back. I can't really see how much room is around him.
Yeah.
Me, I'm thinking green light, go. This guy's on the thing. He's mostly on the other side.
Yeah.
Go around.
Go before the cops and the
go
tow trucks.
around this guy.
Go now. Yeah. Go now.
No one moves.
Oh, that's your window.
4 cycles of lights. Finally, this guy goes through.
It's your window. Got to go.
I'm pulling up. I'm at the light where I need to turn to pull into where we're going.
Yeah.
It is now 5 minutes later. Surprisingly, only 5 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, I might have put a little.
But what was the real calculation?
I might have put a little run and gun.
Yeah.
When we got past that truck. But I get a text. What's your ETA? I'm like, well, I'm at a light. Right outside here.
Shocker.
It's going to be 2 to 3 cycles because people are driving like a-holes today.
Yeah.
And I can see that I'm behind at least 4 of them.
Yeah.
And sure enough, when the light changes for the other way, like 6 more people scoot out. So our guy in front doesn't go. And then finally, when it's clear, he waits just to be safe. So he gets out. The guy behind him gets out. Light changes again. I'm like,
you were so close. You were so close. Yeah.
but we went to one of those places where the sushi just comes by in a little conveyor belt.
Game on.
And here's the thing: we always go there, and I always let if a child is with us, one of our children, I let them sit next to
where the fun
thing.
part is.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
where
Grab
the
me
fun
those.
is.
I want those. Yeah.
However, my wife likes it. Just doesn't even think about it. Just slides in. So now I'm on the outside. So I got to spend now I'm gonna eat some plates.
Yeah.
I don't care what the cost is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some GD plates.
Yeah. We write that off.
So
it's a loss.
cut to 45 minutes of what is that one? Yeah, I want that one. All right, I want the blue one that's coming up because they're colored plates.
Yeah.
So it's yellow, yellow, white, 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 blue, yellow, yellow, white. There's one blue in the sea of other colors. I would like the blue plate when it comes around because I can see it coming. Which one? The blue one. Which one? The blue one. Which one? The one that just went past.
Okay. First off, she should not have that seat.
Thank you.
Okay. That seat needs to be reserved. You're welcome. Hey, high five. We just high five. We've never high fived in our history. Shut up, Mac. We're not high fiving you
I
ever.
can hear
Okay.
the excitement in your voice.
That was
We
my
just
point.
high-fived.
I got the waiter pointed to the table. She slid in, and my brain immediately went, well, just go home.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Right. Yeah.
What is the point?
Yeah.
Now, it might have been it might have been a defensive move. She might have been setting the pick so that she knew
Blue
that,
plates are expensive,
well,
right?
No, the blue plate is like the middle one. The purple plate. That's
Okay.
the expensive
Those are
one.
expensive ones. Okay.
White and yellow are the cheaper ones. But yeah, it kept me from going from going to the paint.
I
Like,
gotcha.
I would have hit that hard because a
Yeah.
lot of times I'll literally just have the waiter will come by. I'm like, oh no, just leave it open. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to close that down. It takes too much time.
Yeah.
I just keep pulling out plates. Now, there's one closer to the city that's more fun because once you're done with your plate, you throw it in a little slot and it plays a little game. Every 5 plates, you get a chance to win a little like piece of trash plastic prize. But you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
while you're watching it. Here, they just come around, they just stack in front of you so people can combine like, wow, that guy's a fatty.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the end of the table,
Right.
so everyone's plates
Yeah.
are now stacked in
Yeah,
front of me.
this
I'm like,
fat ass
I
gets
didn't
no
eat all
prize.
of these.
Yeah, no prize. No
Purple
prizes.
ones aren't even mine.
Yeah. First off, I wanted the blue one. Never got it. Okay. I don't know if you're paying attention. So I've never been to that place. We went again to the Sushi City, the all you can eat place. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Want them to be.
There's also
it's in Downers Grove is where I went.
Yeah, there's also one on North Avenue. It's
Okay.
by the place we don't speak of that you worked up
Yeah.
by there. Yeah, that's where my Chevy blew up.
Okay.
Which someone asked today, like, oh, how many miles you got on that? Well, the chassis and body is 100,000, the engine 40.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
They don't line up.
a little newer.
Yeah,
A little newer.
They don't line up anymore.
Believe it or not, when I was,
But,
I actually had somebody ask me, they're like, so if you put a new engine in my car, you're going to roll back that odometer. And I'm like, that's not how it works, Chief.
Not how it works.
Not how it works. They put a sticker on the door that says the odometer does not match the mileage. That's the most they'll do.
Yeah.
And I said, most of the time, they won't
Now-
even do that.
I only know is because my warranty went out at 100,000 miles.
Correct.
And they were like, well, you're at 100,006 miles, so we can't honor it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're Downers Grove, I don't think I've been to this one.
So Downers Grove. So here's the deal. The second time I've been there, I went once with Nicole. Well, for my birthday, you pick where you want to eat for dinner. Now, I was nervous because Marissa's never had sushi.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought,
they don't have chicken fingers at the sushi.
well, no, they have this chicken karanga or whatever, which, by the way, it was some of the best chicken nuggets I ever had in my entire life. They were really good. Okay. So, and you can have endless with that. You pay $29.95 a person. That's fine. Okay.
Is it buffet style? Like
It all comes to your table. Whatever you want, they bring it. You order it.
Okay.
But now here,
because I've been to both.
Yeah.
That's the preferable one.
So
Yeah.
I love this one. But the funny thing is, so now between the four of us, me, Chuck, Duke, and Miss, we ate probably 16 to 18 rolls. Okay. I think I had 40 pieces of sushi, if not more. Okay. Chuck might have beat me. Okay. And then when we're getting to the end, because he wanted this spicy tuna one. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that. He's like, well, let's try it. Here's the deal. When you try it, it comes out with 10 pieces.
You have to eat or you pay for
You got to
it.
eat them or you pay $1 for every piece you don't eat.
Yep.
Okay. So that's where they get you. And that's smart because, like you go to Golden Corral, you go somewhere else. You go, I'll try that. Oh, that sucks.
Don't care
Push
for
that
that.
plate over.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
You got 19 plates of food on your table and you're still not. Yeah.
Did you clear this?
Garçon.
Didn't care for it.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not going to tip because you're not supposed to be my waiter.
All you're
Okay?
doing is bringing me diet
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Correct. So, but anyway, I really thought they were going to ask us to leave. Okay. So we got all this done. And I talked to a couple of guys I work with, and they went out for sushi on Friday night. They went to a fancy place, They went to a fancy place. They each had like a drink or two apiece. Their bill was over $200, and they had a tip. I went, and we ate so much sushi that we couldn't almost walk to get to the car.
Yeah.
Okay. My bill was $141, and I tipped on top of that. Okay. And I was like, and I really argue the point of, I bet you the quality of sushi is not that much different. Okay. It's not. But again, my daughter ate some.
Well,
She liked it. She ended up liking certain ones,
If
and
they make
she
it
enjoyed
for
it.
you, like if it's buffet style.
Yeah.
If it's one where you like the one.
So you have to wait. You order it.
Yeah,
And they're
the one
making
on
it.
North Avenue, like they give you a slip and you
Yes.
actually like pencil, like you're playing
Correct.
golf and
Yeah.
And I went with Comedy Brian
Okay.
for lunch. That was the day my Chevy broke for lunch. I've also gone with a coworker for lunch, and then you go back to work at 1:00 and you're like,
Oh yeah.
you're like full from toe to
Yeah.
from toe to blow with sushi. But that was the thing. We ordered, and I was like, man, I think I'm done. And then he came out and he's like, you gotta help me eat this.
Yeah.
Because he ordered another roll late in the process,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, bro, I made my decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going in you.
Yeah.
It was like John Candy. Like, what if we put some desserts in them and
Yeah.
get some hats
Well,
for
I
the
mean,
kids?
Hats and kids.
That's the
There's
look.
just gristle left
yeah.
there. What if I put that down?
That's the look he had on his face.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, I don't know if I could do this.
But no, it was extremely awesome. And my joke was in the car on the way home. And you know what? I really was happy. I said, I probably have so much mercury in me. You could call me a thermometer. Okay. I ate so much seaweed, sushi, all the stuff, that they put in there. I'm sure that I registered somewhere on the needle for like, this is not healthy.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
It's rice and fish. No, it's not. Okay. And vegetables.
Yeah.
Woo. Let's mark off the boxes.
And a ton of
Yeah.
sodium.
Correct. Yeah.
He used to love working at St. E's in St. Charles because it was attached to a resort. So they would we could go in the break room for the entire resort, and they'd have like a mini buffet in there.
Yeah.
Like they'd have their own salad bar. Jerry,
He's in the house.
he's in the house.
He's in the house.
They have their own salad bar or make your own sandwich bar, but then they also have like 4 or 5 dishes of hot dish, whatever. What was that? That man would not eat all day.
Oh, he just save it.
And he would just sit down and he'd have like 4 or 5 plates. Meanwhile, I'd be in there with him and I'd just be eating like a sandwich. Like,
Yeah.
bro, he's
Yeah.
like, it was free. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what he would do. The man was so cheap that he would not pay for food, not keep food in his house. Just
Let's say
wait.
frugal.
Yeah,
Frugal.
well, no,
He's
I mean,
frugal.
he was spending on something else.
Yeah.
Well, glug, glug, glug.
But
Am I saying Brian has a drinking problem? No, I'm not.
no.
I'm implying. it.
Hey, first off, it's not a problem. He gets in his mouth every
Hey.
time. Okay, it's not a
Yeah.
problem. Not a problem at all. So, one thing that I saw this week, and it was not
I should reiterate, not the Brian at Audio Hive,
right.
the Brian from comedy.
No,
Okay.
he has a recording problem
Yeah.
and all kinds of other problems. not a drinking one.
He has a shoulder problem.
Yeah,
and,
shoulder,
It's more of a
space
groin
bar,
problem.
space bar
napping,
issue. Yeah.
napping problem.
So not on the sign that we both see when we come into the joylet,
Yeah.
but
Which I finally saw.
did you see it?
The
Pigeon Forge?
You could be here.
Yeah, you could be here.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got it was a text. It was a text because I had an appointment for Chuck to go to the doctor, and it said this is what it says. This is a friendly reminder. Okay, that's how it starts. All of them. This is a friendly reminder. You can opt out by typing stop. Of course, you realize it has to be all capital letters, like it shows on there.
Yeah.
If you don't make it all capital letters, it will not stop.
I got one capital S, the rest were lower, and I was like, oh, he's going to make a curve.
Yeah,
I can copy that.
Yeah, like when you put yes or no on something, you have to all capitalize it, otherwise it doesn't count. But anyway, I want to start a service that is a not so friendly reminder. Like basically, it starts out with, "Listen here, you son of a bitch, you got an appointment tomorrow, okay? Hey, don't think about canceling." And that's the other thing. Okay, here's the other thing that I got from that. They sent this to me probably less than 24 hours. The bottom of the thing says if you cancel within 48 hours, you have to pay the money. I go, bro, you didn't send that to me at 72 hours.
But they can cancel whenever they want.
Oh, correct.
Be there 15 minutes before, but then they can make you wait for 45 minutes. Like, what was this 15 minutes? Now I got a half hour plus that.
Yeah.
Now, my dentist, which I've been to recently, as people following along.
Nobody likes a bragger, but go ahead.
Yeah, I wish. It still hurts. Before, they used to they'd be like a week out. Hey, you got an appointment.
Right.
Oh, 6 days out. Hey, remember yesterday?
Yeah.
Still have an appointment.
Yeah.
This time, literally, I like called and I was like, hey, just making sure I have an appointment. Yeah, we got you down for 3:00. This is like 1:59. Minute ticks over. My phone's like, boop. By the way, we'll see you in an hour. I'm like, what kind of reminder is that? What if I'm in Guam,
I was
sir?
going to say, you need the reminder that goes, I hope you're within 8 minutes away because your appointment is in 9 minutes. Actually, it's in 18 minutes. We want you to be 10 minutes early to fill out forms.
That's why I panicked. I'm like, I didn't get my usual, 24, you have 48 hours. Like, text.
So just when I saw it, I'm like, I want one that's just a little more stern, where you're telling people, like, listen, you got an appointment, dude. Don't think about canceling this. You better be there.
We blocked out time for you.
Yeah.
You better show up.
You mean something to us. We better mean something to you. But yeah, just a not so friendly reminder.
We can't charge you more money unless you show up.
Right.
We can charge you some.
We only take 50. We're going to take more from you.
We want more.
Need you to be there. Yeah. My kid wants to go to school. So that's how it goes. And then I have one more thing that I need to say before we get into like fun facts. Okay. This is a bucket list thing I just added today. At least once in my life, I want to go to something where I wear spurs.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I am disappointed because I took my cowboy boots to Nashville.
Yeah.
And just didn't wear them this time.
So, well, that's when you wear spurs.
I know. Well, I mean
if I put them on my
I
Skechers.
bought the boots in Nashville. Well, I take it back. There's a place in Nashville where if you buy one pair, you get 2 free.
Ooh.
So I got a free pair of boots because Chelsea bought 1 pair.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's like, do you want some? And I was like, well, I don't want to pay. He showed me the sign, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I saw the sign.
I want boots then.
Open up mine.
Yeah, I saw the sign. Yeah, I am the ace of base. So,
so what kind of place do you want to go?
I don't really know. I honestly, it might be a wake. Who knows? I just want to wear spurs. I want people to look around and be like, that guy's in spurs.
Everyone's quiet. User.
Yeah. Howdy, partner. How did he fling open those saloon doors? That makes no sense. Those were not there a minute ago.
Yeah.
You just see me screwing them on the wall.
Yeah, that's what you hear first.
He's getting ready to make an entrance. You just pay attention. He's going to make an entrance. Just stand still and watch. But yeah, I do. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And they're like, "What? You are wearing cargo shorts. Why do you have spurs on?" You know what I mean? When do they start putting spurs on Skechers? What do they got going on there? So anyway, I want to do that one time. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I need to do that. First step is to buy spurs. Okay. I do not have said spurs that I would like to do. All right. Ready for some fun facts?
Yeah. I was trying to make a note for record again. I want to remind myself to say something. But
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It never works. You usually send it to me.
I know. And
you're
on airplane mode.
I'm
so
in airplane
mode.
Get it. Yeah. Yeah. So
is there,
it could be a brooch.
Is there a pen and paper somewhere?
There's like 92 pens usually on this table.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right. Go ahead.
We got nothing. Facts. All right. So it says, here's the first one. The U.S. Army once built an 86-ton super heavy tank and managed to lose it for 27 years before finding it in the weeds in the middle of a field. No one knows where it was during this time. Okay.
Wait, it just got weeded out? That's all it was?
So it says for 27 years it was missing in the middle of a field, but it was in the weeds. And then they said nobody knows what it was doing in that meantime. It was probably in the weeds. Were the keys in it? Was there gas in it? Does it look like it's rusty and hasn't moved?
Here's what happened. It's like the one guy that was like in charge of it. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm out. I don't want to do the army anymore."
Yeah.
And then finally, it was like 6 months later. They're like, "Hey, we need that tank." Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Joey's the guy that drives the tank.
Hey, that is the worst case of turning in uniforms. It's like, did he turn his tank? Did we get Joey's tank back?
Hey guys, just to let you know, Joey turned in all of his uniforms and his kit and his foot locker and everything. And what about the tank? Oh, I didn't have tank down on my list.
Hey, where the hell did they get them spurs?
Oh, that's
yeah, I didn't have tank on my list. Yeah,
that's gonna be a problem. I hope you parked it with the keys.
You know what's weird?
It.
You're holding your thumbs over the word tank. Yeah. You're like, it's towards the bottom. Oh, I was holding the list from the bottom.
That's great. Is that the landscapers know?
Yeah.
They have been mowing like a rectangle around the tank the whole time.
So my other thought is, 27 years, right?
Yeah.
If I park a Volkswagen Bug in my front yard for 5 years, it will sink up to the middle of the rims. Okay? You got to think that this thing is probably sunk to the turret.
Well, on my ride, before I get to the sign, enjoy it, there's a wagon someone put out for decoration.
Yeah.
Out in a farm. They just finally trimmed under it, but it's only been like 1 year.
Yeah.
And the weeds were barely up to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
How long does it take the weeds to totally encompass a tank?
How many years did you not look for this tank?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you need to go to. So 27 years later, cool. Did you start looking at year 26?
Yeah, I think they only lost it for like, 5, the last 5.
Yeah.
Like the first 20, they didn't even care. And all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute.
That's what
we had more tanks.
Hey, the guy that was in charge of knowing where that tank was retired. Okay. So they're like, he didn't tell anybody. They're like, we're missing a tank.
Oh, that's
what it is.
He kept fixing the books.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, we got 100 tanks. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Look, I counted them myself.
Look, I'm going to have to go out there. I'm going to put a battery in it. I'm going to have to jump it. Okay. I'm going to have to push it. Okay. I don't want to do that.
He's in tank
right there.
1. Yeah. And as they start counting, he like
runs to the back.
drives it to the other end.
99, 100.
All right, there it is.
How'd you get in the 100th one too? I don't. I just got.
I just ran down the back.
Just got in row.
I was counting. You were counting. I was counting from the back side.
Oh, really? Oh, this might be 101. I don't know.
No. It's 100. I don't want to.
It's 100. We don't.
I don't want to go back. What does that mean? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we don't want to start over. Yeah. They start putting license plates on them, so they know which one it is. It's like,
that
wait
makes
a
you
minute.
feel good about all the stuff the Army could have lost.
Yeah.
Hey, we got all the ICBMs we built, right? Oh, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Yeah, we've got. I'm sure we got all of them.
Okay.
Should we count them? No.
So the first sentence.
What's that like missile-shaped thing in the weeds?
Yeah. 86-ton super heavy tank. You don't have to say super heavy when you put 86 ton.
Yeah.
I know it's super heavy. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, is it a lightweight 86 ton?
No. It's one of them super heavy, sir.
Oh.
Has anybody seen the super heavy tank we have? No. That says Tony retired. Never turned it in. Don't know what happened. So
You like your Volkswagen thing? Like,
yeah.
just like, boop, boop.
Yeah.
They lock it, and all of a sudden it just goes, boom, and drops down. No one say anything.
No, just say nothing. Shh. 100.
We're never getting that
101. So yeah. But again, 27 years. Like you said, how do you, 86 tons. So look, I don't weigh 86 tons. Might be close. I just had a sandwich.
Did they park it like in a swamp and then the swamp drained after 27 years? And that's how they found it in weeds?
It said it was in the middle of a field in the weeds. It's amazing. So anyway, we're going to go on from that because that was absolutely amazing. Here's my next one that I find very cool. The prototype of the chainsaw that we are familiar with today in the timber industry was pioneered in the late 18th century by 2 Scottish doctors as a surgical tool to aid in the process of difficult childbirth.
Named it.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Jerry.
Okay.
Where were you on that?
We made a chainsaw to get the kid out of your wife. What does it do? It gets the kid out of your wife. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you know, like, not you. I'm the Scottish doctor back in the day. Like, just, I don't know if you could put the words chain and saw together and maybe come up with it from context.
So chain means child and saw means retrieval.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a child retrieval tool. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It also cuts down an oak.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what you were really doing with it, and it says the prototype. There's the prototype of the chainsaw. So it's like what somebody did later on is they went, you know what? That one where they murdered all them women trying to get kids out of them, I bet that'll cut a tree down.
If we shrink this and make it a little less violent, I bet we could cut down trees.
Yeah. Now, here's the deal. I don't care how fast they're going. Their uteruses are still in them. Okay. Because we went through that. I think in the 18th century, people were just stupid.
Well,
okay.
I read a fun fact today that you reminded me of based on this. I'll share it with you.
I will take it.
There was a point in time where a samurai could have received a fax from Abraham Lincoln. Because
What?
the fax was originally, I knew this part, the fax was originally patented in sometime in like the 1840s.
Okay.
The samurais existed into the 1860s.
Oh.
And Lincoln's did too. So it was like
the overlap of the
overlap
circles.
of the things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because someone was
What's your fax number? 6.
Yeah. Someone was complaining about fax. Like
Yeah.
it was so hard to figure out. I'm like, well, people in the Civil War knew how to use it. You can't figure it out. It's a phone with a printer on it.
Right. Yeah.
You put the paper in. I used to work at a place where we would do faxes, and people were like, well, I need that copy back. Like, it doesn't send. I might have told this on the pod.
Yeah.
It doesn't send your copy through the phone.
I have the original.
The original's going to come out of the bottom.
Yeah. I'm not David Copperfield. This ain't magic. Yeah. Why is he going woo and moving around? I don't know. This is what he does.
Well, what level of insanity do you have to be like, that was difficult? You know what would really work? If we just ripped it. If we just ripped it from the back of the neck to the front of her neck.
Yeah, you know what's weird? We can't get to the kid. How do we get to the kid? I have this awesome prototype tool that I've been working on to get kids out of parents. Is it like a claw or a hook? No. It's a chainsaw.
It's a saw. It's the saws of life.
Yeah, it's a saws. Yeah. You know what's weird? In the 18th century, I'd love to see the cesarean mark. Okay,
Also,
you're like, okay, that's a little excessive. That's going to leave a
You
mark.
know, this wasn't gas powered. What do they have? Some guy like?
Oh yeah.
Like it's steam powered.
Yeah. Or they got like
It's some guy shoveling coal into a boiler, and it's hooked up to the chainsaw.
Or they got like a squirrel running in a circle. You know, you're like, first off, that squirrel does not look clean. Okay, we're gonna cut you open. There's a squirrel right here. That's not good.
Oh, I shovel coal. Oh, for the trains? No, for doctors. To cut up ladies' vagines.
Yeah. What
They're like, oh, I guess the conversation's over. I want no more part of this.
I shovel coal during childbirth.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
They're like, you don't want to.
yeah,
It is horrific.
Yeah.
Hey, we lost another one. You think we should slow this thing down?
right, yeah.
Have you guys tried like a knife?
On the way, it cuts through the handle of the shovel on the way to get to the woman, and you're like, this might not be a good idea. Okay, this is not going to be ginger. Here's our third one. Actually, our fourth, because you gave us a great one. Gave us a great one.
I slipped one in there, yeah.
According to a study, having daughters increased the lifespan of fathers by 74 weeks per daughter. I don't know if I agree with this. In contrast, the lifespan of mothers decreased by 95 weeks per son or daughter. My wife has 3 sons.
Oh, well,
Okay. I have 1
should
daughter.
we call a funeral home now? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Maybe get mad on a retainer.
So,
so we're
here's
good.
my theory from your point of view.
Yeah.
You're saying alive longer because you think you need to protect your daughter.
Yeah.
Sons are just absolutely,
They might kill you.
they're bad shit.
They're gonna
So,
they're gonna kill you. Yeah. Yeah. So
You've done lost my mind.
yeah. Is this the part where maybe too soon? Is this part where I go, if your last name's Menendez, it's really just take years off your life
Yeah.
if you're the if you have sons.
Yeah, did they grade on a curve? Because they might have thrown this way out of whack.
That's probably what it is. In 95 weeks, let's see.
Yeah.
They're doing 35 to life. So let's see.
That's an outlier. Can we throw them out?
Yeah. We were so close. We had a curve we were grading on, and the Menendez boys threw it all off. Because there's 2 of them. So
Yeah.
you're doubling up those numbers. That's crazy.
Oh.
But again, but a study. So someone studied this and said, listen, we need to talk to
So
however
you
many
said
people.
95 weeks?
95 weeks per son.
That's almost 2 years.
Yeah, per son that a mom has. So you figure my wife
Well,
has.
that's like let's say let's round it off. That's 5 years that taken off the top of your wife's age.
Yeah.
And she's what, pushing 70 now? So
yeah. You know what's great? I just said yeah. I didn't even have
yeah,
to
you
say
didn't.
it.
You're like, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I'm probably like implicitly. Is it implicitly? I'm probably implicitly guilty, but I didn't actually say it.
Yeah,
you follow
you-
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Okay.
Yeah, you didn't correct me. You just let it go.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I can't argue with you. We're recording.
Right.
Okay. Hey, you get my wife's age out of your mouth. Okay. Yeah. There you go, Duke. I am your hero. You're welcome. Here's my last fun fact.
I haven't heard from Damon in like 3 weeks. He sends me a picture. It's just there goes my hero on his radio.
It came on.
That's all it was.
It came on. I was so excited. Yeah, I was so
I'm so
excited.
happy about it.
That was a high five.
Yeah.
High five again. It's a second high
was
five.
better. That
Just
was
so you know, that's 2. Jerry, you missed the first one.
Yeah.
It was sensational.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have to hear it on the recording. In 2003, a man stole diamonds, gold, and other jewelry worth more than $100 million after breaking into a safe that had 100 million possible combinations. So one per dollar, I guess. Okay. And it said he was additionally protected by, or it was additionally protected by infrared heat detectors, a seismic sensor, Doppler radar, a magnetic field, and a security force.
Was skilling out there. Hey, everybody, just letting you know that there's a chance.
My reign on that $1 million. Here's the deal. He was arrested because he left a partially eaten sandwich near the crime scene. Let me tell you who didn't rob that place. This guy.
Yeah.
I've never left a partially eaten sandwich anywhere.
So
Okay.
he was able to literally crack the code.
Yeah. He Tom Cruise this.
Yeah.
He totally, or Matrix did. However you want to do it. He would move between everything. Boom.
And yet he was caught because he couldn't finish the
'Cause he
sandwich.
was full.
Or take it with him.
Yeah, he was full. Yeah, he was full. You know what? There's no way I can finish that grinder. I'm going to leave it right there.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
That's a hoagie.
I could leave like one stack of bills
that does not have my DNA and
Right.
saliva on it,
Or that sandwich.
that sandwich.
I just don't have enough money. I got to leave that sandwich.
You know what? He should have had a bracelet that said WWDD. What would Damon do? Damon would eat that damn sandwich. Okay, that's what Damon would.
Well, until you went into like all the other stuff, I thought like it had 100 million code possibilities, but
Yeah.
it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
do. Yeah, change the number of my luggage. But no, I read that and I thought, I'll tell you who didn't rob this place.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what would have only made it worse is if it would have been like a half-eaten plate of biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
You'd have been like, I know it wasn't Damon.
Well,
Okay.
that's
What is there? 9 billion people in the world? I can tell you the one it wasn't.
immediately when the cops got there, they're like, "All right, cancel the fatties.
Yeah. Right.
Those guys are clear."
Wait, sir. The sandwich is on whole wheat. Oh, you might have got that by
Yeah,
accident.
maybe that's a
That might
good
have.
point.
Wait, was it tuna? Yeah. He got bored with that sandwich. That's what it was. Yeah.
Well, that's his fault for.
Yeah. And so, listen, if that's like a Jimmy John's gargantuan, okay, maybe you don't finish that. But
Right.
maybe if you're on the way to rob a place,
That's
you don't pick up the big one.
You don't
You
carb
get the
load.
small one.
Yeah.
You get the small one. You know,
Yeah.
you finish it in the car before you go in. You don't go, hey, I'm going to traverse all of these things.
I just don't understand. Like, at what point when you're like literally defying every alarm system known to man, you're like, you know what, partial sandwich.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat part of my sandwich.
Or a glob of mayonnaise falls and sets off one of the alarms. You're like, okay, listen, I didn't need the extra mayo. I probably shouldn't have got that. My bad. Okay. But I was going to finish that sandwich just so everybody knows.
Oh, can you imagine? You're like, you're driving away. You're like, you put your hand down on the seat next to you. You're like, oh no,
Yeah.
my sandwich.
All right. I want to do a TCO sells it for you, but again,
Is it a tank hidden in weeds?
no, but I'm going to give you the cold read.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. You ready? TCO sells it for you.
TCO sells it for you. Bump beds. Bump beds for $600. Price is negotiable. Must pick up. Bump beds are in great condition. That is bump. BUMP beds.
So when you make bump beds, you have so much more room for activities.
Yeah.
Okay. This is 2-story bump beds. I don't know what they do on these beds to call them bump beds. But realistically, someone not only put it in there once, not twice, but 3 times.
I saw someone recently on a similar page. I assume this is like Marketplace or
Yeah,
Craigslist.
it is.
Trying to sell a Chester drawers.
Yes. Yes.
Chester drawers.
Yes. Now, here's the deal. This is going to be totally off base for me, but I need to show you this because I'm just going to have you read it.
Oh, good. Cold read 2.
Yeah, because here's the deal.
Electric
Oh,
boogaloo. He's a robot.
Do I
He's
not
a
have it?
cop.
Maybe
I'm
you
trying
don't.
to stall for
We
you.
don't have, I know
Yeah,
you're trying
it's
to
fine.
trying to stall for me, but it's not going to work because it's gone because I don't know where.
By
I
the
put
way,
it.
just FYI for everyone listening, it took Jerry 45 minutes to get that computer powered up. Mac, why don't you have that ready for Jerry when he comes in?
Yeah.
He needs to learn.
Oh, well, yeah, that was cold.
So anyway, what I was going
I'm
to
on Jerry's side.
what I wanted to show you was
Yeah.
they were selling a suede couch, SWAYED. Okay,
It's almost
Suede.
a Swayze couch.
Suede. Okay, so listen, it was going to
Wait.
come around to your way of thinking.
Wait,
Right.
wait, I wanted this one. Sorry. Wait, what? Suede, what?
Yeah, but my point is like we almost had it, and then it was like it didn't come around. It just didn't come around. We could not sway that couch. You know, you did.
Yeah.
You swayed that couch. Okay, but yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, so, no one, not even like the first comment wasn't like, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
people just how much? What's this? What's that? It's like you're just messing with this guy. Okay, you're just messing with him. So sorry. I was going to have you read it and then I didn't have it to pull up. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to do this because this one's pretty crazy. I have a but why, but it has to do with scientists. And that's
Oh.
why I know we
Oh.
don't like scientists.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
no, we don't like the cash that scientists are pulling in.
Well,
Like if you gave me money to go do stuff,
yeah.
I'd be a scientist too.
Wait to hear this one.
Oh, I'm already mad.
Scientists used a fake leg to simulate a person stepping on a rattlesnake. Out of 175 snakes that were physically, quote, stepped on by the booted foot, only 6 bit the leg. The rest tried to get away, froze in place, or wriggled in surprise, but didn't react aggressively.
What were they testing?
I don't know. But it's actually really hard to get bitten by a rattlesnake when they just want to be left alone. Here's my deal. I got to think. So there's a picture of this. Okay, here's the guy. Okay. That's like an upside down crutch with a boot on it.
That's barely a fake leg.
Okay.
That's like you put pants on a stick.
So, but aren't snakes, they're cold-blooded creatures, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't they pick up on warm-blooded creatures?
Well, that, and also, like you said, they like to be left alone.
Yeah. So I'm trying to smash you with something. Now, if I was a warm-blooded creature trying to smash you with a shovel, you would move away from the shovel.
This goes back to my tank thing. Was it the last 6 times?
Yeah.
Because by that time, the guy's bored and he's just like literally kicking the snakes?
Well, and here's the deal. 175 snakes. Not even a round number. We didn't do 100 snakes. We didn't do 500 snakes. We didn't do 1,000 snakes. We did 175. Someone tells me they got to 169 and they went, no, nothing. And the last, like you said, the last 6 were like, you know what? We're going to stop at 175. That's pretty good. 6 of them attack. What are they attacking?
Well, also,
There's no body heat.
Again, how many times did it take? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Hey,
Right.
hey, put me down for nope.
So here's the deal. The guy who's holding this, which by the way, looks like, who's the guy, not vote for Pedro, but,
Oh, yeah, it looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
looks like Napoleon Dynamite. So
Hey,
anyway,
do you ever go to kick some snakes with a fake foot?
you ever stomp on snakes with a fake
You ever
foot?
take it off any sick jumps?
Yeah. So anyway, I could throw that football over the mountains. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now. But I laugh because I look at this and I go, listen, it says it didn't attack the boot. I wonder how many attacked this guy.
Yeah.
I wonder how much anecdote, I just said the word, antidote,
Yeah.
this guy has in him.
Well, what I want to know is, like, to your point, you're right. Why did they warm up the stick?
Right?
Is it like an ice cold stick?
We need a stick.
Yeah.
First off, we need a stick warmer. We're looking for one on Craigslist. Okay.
Could you just lay on this stick for about half hour? Get it nice and warm.
What happened to your stick warmer? Well, the snake bit him when he was laying on the stick. See, here's the deal. Snake doesn't know the rules.
I thought you meant, like, when you said it, and it was dumb and then. I thought it was like you meant like an actual, like, prosthetic leg that looked like
No.
a leg. It is the dumbest looking thing.
It is literally like, it looks like the pole I used to vacuum my pool.
Yeah, if you brought an alien to this earth and set that in front of me, like, well, it's just a shoe on a stick.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah,
That's not a leg.
I wouldn't bite that either. Yeah.
I've never seen a leg. I know that's not a leg.
But again, could you get a more awkward number? 175. Look, if you do 100 and 6
That's
of
my
them, you got
point.
6%. But when you do 175, you guys, I got to do math.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on, man.
It's like Willie Wonka. He's like, 2? I can't do 2. Let's pretend you open 200.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it just said the rest tried to get away, or they froze in place, or they wriggled in surprise, but they didn't react aggressively. I don't know that if I'm not being attacked by an animal, I'm not gonna.
And it's not like it was a double blind. You can, like, the snakes can sense the dude 4 feet away at the other end
Right,
of the
they're
stick.
watching him.
Yeah.
They're not watching the stick.
Yeah.
You stepped on me with that. That's cool. I'm watching you, bro.
Yeah, if you accidentally step on a snake, that's one thing. But if they see you swinging a leg down towards them, that's not stepping on them anymore.
Yeah. How many jugulars did this snake get? 1. And Napoleon here had to go to the hospital. So, but yeah, I just kind of thought scientists used a fake leg to simulate a person stepping on a rattlesnake. I'm looking at it. There's no simulation whatsoever.
No.
There's none. And the other thing is too, when you step on a rattlesnake, you're kind of doing that with a bent leg. This is a straight stick held out on a 30-degree angle.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like stop. That's how you smash a spider with something when you don't want to touch it. Okay. This is not how you really walk in the world. That's not what you would do. So, but yeah, as soon as I saw scientists, I'm like, I'm going to go butt wide. I'm going to ask Wilson.
I also want to know how much they got paid for that.
Oh, probably a lot.
Because they didn't put any money in the stick.
They didn't. Yeah. Look, first off, the stick warmer and the stick, that's pretty much our whole budget.
Okay, we got $7 million.
Do your baby Billy. After we do the stick warmer and the stick, we got nothing. You know what I'm saying, right? I done spent it all.
Now, I'm going to use this to stomp on all kinds of snakes. Rattlesnakes, garter snakes, the snakes you don't even have in this country. We're going to sip on them, but I can't spend a lot of money. So we got to get just like a pool stick and a boot.
Right. And
yes, why do I do it? What's it for? I don't know. It's for my scientist.
I'm making nothing.
Yeah, I'm making nothing. Your second poll, $65 a pop.
$65 a pop. So hey, let's go into strange stories and get ready to press it twice.
Strange stories. Strange stories.
We're
putting it out there.
And here's why. Canadian authorities.
Oh, there you go. Down,
Okay.
double down for you.
Yeah. Canadian authorities.
Is it the Moonties?
Yeah. The Moonties.
Is it a boot the Moonties?
Yeah. It's a boot of problem. Okay. So Canadian authorities confiscate 240-pound haul of smuggled baby eels worth $500,000. Okay.
I don't understand.
Now, here's the deal. The next sentence makes me laugh. The baby eels are called elvers, Elvers. To me, that sounds like I'm abducting elves. Okay, yeah. What are you? I'm an elver. What do you do? Well, I go up to Santa's shop when he's not paying attention. I just snatch me some of them boys.
I offer some elves some mac and cheese.
How much mac and cheese does it take to get a car full of elves?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're smaller, so
yeah, I don't probably like half an order.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you put on that? You know, when it says the elver seizure happened at the Toronto Pearson International Airport on May 15th. Okay. And this is what it says. According to the Fisheries and Oceans Canada. Now, look at the abbreviation for the Fisheries and Oceans Canada. What is it called, Ted?
Wait.
In the yellow.
The DFO?
Okay. What's it called?
The Fisheries and Oceans Canada.
Or
the DFO.
Those letters don't add up at all.
No.
Okay.
I mean, Department of Fisheries Ontario would make sense, but
yeah,
fisheries and whatever,
yeah. So
we just call it the ZY2.
So it came as part of what the DFO called a coordinated operation between the DFO's National Fisheries Intelligence Service. Okay.
What letters does that have?
It doesn't say. And the Canadian Border Services Agency, CBSA. That makes sense.
Now we're
okay?
on board.
Now we're back. All right. No, we have not talked about maple syrup or anything else, but we're still in Canada. We can't now help but picture the National Fisheries Intelligence Service as the FBI, but for fish. But we digress. That's our story. Together, the DFO and CBSA, I'm so glad they're using these initials, identified a fishy shipment. Ooh, was there a pun intended?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. That was destined to fly to an unknown location. The DFO simply said it was, quote, overseas. Within the boxes, the authorities discovered bags filled with baby eels. Okay, listen. Here's a picture of what they see. Okay?
Yeah.
So they pulled out, you know when you win a goldfish at the fun fair? Anybody remember this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You win it. By the way, the thing's dead before you get home. Or you get the one that lives forever.
Forever.
Correct. You can't kill it. Okay. It's like that fridge you get from your grandma you put in your garage. Never going to die. Buy 19 appliances in your house. That fridge is going to outlive your whole family. Anyway, so they have these two big bags they're holding up like they're prizes, and they're full of elvers. Okay. So here's the deal.
Also, how is that smuggling?
Right.
That's just like in a regular bag that you would carry fish.
But it says altogether the eels weighed around 240 pounds. Considering that 1 pound of elvers, by the way, how would you know how much 1 pound of elvers goes for? I don't understand. Isn't that a street value thing? Isn't that like, hey, how much do you sell weed for on the street? I don't know, because it's probably different on that corner than it is on that corner.
I don't even know. I mean, I just do it for you.
I do it for you.
Once I pay my scientists and my lab people and my elver stuffers and the people that make the bags
and fill
it with the water, I make nothing.
I make nothing.
Nada.
Second bag, $65.
Yeah. You can get a second bag of Elvis, just $65 a pop.
So it says elvers can include anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000. Wait a minute. 1 pound can include anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000 elvers for 1 pound.
Good God.
That's quite a few serpentine fish. They're expensive too, as the eels were expected to sell for 400 to 500,000 on the black market.
Yeah, to scientists.
Yeah. Who wanted to stuff their boot with them and step on snakes?
What happens if we put our boot in with elves?
We spent all our money on elvers.
You know they're eels, right? That's not what it says here.
That's not what it says. There's a V. The V is not silent. I promise you. So the DFO stated the investigation into the eel shipment is underway, but no arrests have been made yet. The next headline: tasty but hard to farm. I have no idea what this means. What makes baby eels so hugely expensive? It comes down to them being a delicacy and eels' ridiculously complex life cycle that makes them almost impossible to breed in captivity. Where did you get 4,000 of them.
Well, that's true.
Per
But also,
pound.
I know a place where you can pay $29.99 and get a bunch of them on rice.
You can. Oh, yeah. Oh, delicious, too.
Man, eel is my favorite sushi.
Yeah.
Maybe I was part of this.
Yeah, that's what it is. When you go there, you got to be like, how many elvers are in here?
Do they taste better small?
Yeah.
Well, grow them up then. I don't want them.
First of all, the culinary status of baby eels has skyrocketed in recent history. For a long time, they were considered fit only for fish bait. So somebody went, the fish like them. What do you think? What do you think we can make?
We did the same with lobsters. Back in the day, it was like prison food. And someone was like, prisoners seem to like that.
Yeah, right.
Give me a taste of that water bug.
Every prisoner eats with their pinky up in the air. I think they know something we don't. That looks
Prisoners
pretty
keep
fancy.
asking for drawn butter and stuff. What's going on? Are we wrong?
However, in many places around the world, people have rediscovered how good elvers actually taste. So good, in fact, that they're ready to pay around $100 for a small plate of baby eels.
You know what's weird? Like, I love eel sushi. I can't think of the term, the Japanese term for it, but I am disgusted by the thought
Yeah, correct.
of eating, like slurping down these baby eels.
Yeah. But it says, depending on the location, elvers can be more costly than genuine beluga caviar, which, by the way, that's expensive. Isn't that the most expensive, I think, right?
Yeah.
But even if the elvers aren't eaten as babies, they're valuable for growing into adult eels. Eels go through a complex life cycle with 5 distinct phases over which they zigzag between open ocean and freshwater rivers. So
That's why it's hard to catch them. Wait, they're in the river now?
wait a minute.
I was just at the river.
They were just in the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, then you get to the river. What, they're in the ocean now?
come
I
on.
was just at the ocean. All right, first off, I need this clarified. Am I picking up the eels at the ocean or the river?
Yeah.
Because I need to get back to trivia and I need to know how much mac and cheese I'm buying.
Yeah. Do you want me to pick up your eels?
Yeah. You just show up at the river and it's just a bunch of eel moms in pajamas. You're like, they're all wearing their tinas.
Yeah, come on.
This seems like a problem.
So anyway, it says, eel farms rely on catching baby eels that have swum from the ocean into rivers. Catching them is a legitimate business and can be done sustainably. Of course, poachers don't give a hoot or holler about sustainability or restrictions. That's for anything, okay?
Yeah.
That's not just for eels, okay? A poacher is just that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is like when they show like a bloody lion's face and they're like, he ate a poacher. You know what I mean? Like the lion was, they're going.
I wondered where you were going with that.
Yeah,
but
but
you saved it at the end.
Yeah, but you see, I love seeing bloody animals. No.
I like when they poach them and cut their face open.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, they play face off with the
Second
lions.
lion.
Yeah.
$65 pop.
But I do, and then they tell the story. They're like, "This was a poacher." It's like, well, it was.
Yeah.
He gone.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like a rifle sitting there, and the thing's burping. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, he got even. But so poaching, that's nothing. Eels, how do they? They're not going to fight back. They're just going to swim into the bag.
Yeah.
Hey, get in the bag. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like
that's probably the problem. Like they announce it. Hey, we're just so you know, the DFO is going to be catching eels at this part of the river, and they're like, well, just go like 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Put our own bags down. We know where they're going to be.
yeah. Oh, so they're going to be up there? I'll be down there.
Yeah, I'll be down there.
I'll be down there. Listen. This sounds as easy as getting me into a white van with a plate of biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
If you put it on the side, you're like free biscuits and gravy. I'm like, I'm getting in that van.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care who's driving that van. I don't care where the van's going. I'm getting in that van.
You park it at like Denny's and be like, hey, they're free in the van. Oh, I'm going to go in there.
I'm going to the van. Yeah.
They're like $12 in the Denny's. Screw that. Guy's just got like a generator and a crock pot.
Yeah. So it says, of course, the DFO lawmakers weren't happy with the mission, considering they knew the eels were being poached. We can't be sure what happened behind the scenes, but some wrists may have been slapped because the CBSA has upped its game. So now they're talking like, listen, these guys are coming to play now. Are you really, if you're, like you said, if you're a poacher, you're like, wait, where are they going to be? Okay, cool. I'm going to be upstream. You know what I mean? No problem. You know what's weird? When they're there to catch the poachers, they don't see any eels. You know why? They're in bags about a mile upstream because they're not making it to you. Okay.
I also still don't get that picture of them at the airport, just in bags, in containers. Like smuggling, usually don't you like hide them?
Yeah.
That's not smuggling. That's just like stupidly shipping them.
Yeah. And by the way, there's a lot of water in that bag.
Yeah.
It seemed like more water than you needed for the eels.
Right.
It really did look like the goldfish ratio. Like you get the whole bag of water and there's a little goldfish in there and you're like, and you get home and the thing's floating. You're like, damn it, I could have just left it there.
Yeah, it looked like a tarp.
Yeah.
Full of water and like 3 eels.
Yeah. Should have poured that on the ground.
Like, meanwhile, you see the people like the DFO guys like wiping their chin. And these are delicious.
So it says the DFO hasn't officially opened any elver fisheries this year, which means anyone catching them is a criminal. Consequently, there have been 154 arrests since the beginning of 2024. Dude, we're only in May. That's crazy.
They're going for a banner year.
It's a record. In total, the DFO and CBSA have confiscated nearly 730 pounds of elvers from poachers and smugglers. Now they're smugglers too. I don't know where you're hiding that bag. I don't know where you're hiding that bag.
I'll give you the poachers. The smugglers, it's just, no, they're just terrible at getting them across the border. They're not like hiding them or anything. They're just like, don't check those crates. Those are good. You don't need to.
Yeah. But the last sentence says, those are a bit better results from the quote, we didn't find any they got last year. I don't know that that's a speech when you're like, we didn't find any.
Yeah, we're really good this year, but we sucked last year.
I got a PR going for 24.
Yeah.
It's 154 arrests by May.
Hey guys, we need to kind of step it up from our numbers last year. What were our numbers last year? 0.
Yeah,
our numbers were 0.
By the way, the guy who turned in his tank and is wearing spurs, he's leading the league. In
that's the problem. They got Wayne May on the case. Now it's May, and they're like, hey, remember that curve we talked about? You need to cut the Menendez down. Got it? Because you are killing us. They're going to expect this every year, Wayne.
We're losing 95 days every time.
Yeah. They're going to expect this every year, Wayne. We can't go from 0 to $1 billion overnight.
Right. Hey, back her down.
Yeah.
Back her down. Where can they find us, Dad?
You can find us getting smuggled across the border at thatchecksout.net. All the socials at Checks Out, WDT. You can find us where WDT. What was that about?
I don't know, but
That Checks Out. I don't know. We can find us at thatchecksout.net with David and Ted for all of the
really
socials.
Loud.
Yeah, I know that too. Don't forget, this is Audio High Podcasting Studio. Brian is the audio producer. We got Jerry on visuals. He did a great one of.
What is this? Oh my God. I like this one. Yeah.
Is it a warning? Hey, pick up. It's very important. Don't go to the theater.
Yeah, it's a samurai. It's a samurai trying to give him the heads up.
Damon
Hey,
Proctor,
Jerry.
Ted Wilson, Executive Producers.
Jerry.
Executive Producers.
Nailed it, Jerry.